Bitcoin is continuing along its parabolic trajectory, right now testing the $9,000 level. And the question now becomes, is the run to 12,000 potentially confirmed? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and this savage action we're seeing inside the chart right now. The parabola continues, ladies and gentlemen. Once again have we seen a breakout of the resistance level and a rush to the upside. Once again have the bulls taken control in this market. And as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame. If you guys are subscribed here, you would know I've been long since the $8,400 region. I took a momentum long into this parabolic break of the tentative resistance level, and also what I called out here several days ago on this stream, which to me, ladies and gentlemen, was a hidden ascending triangle pattern formation, which per classical technical analysis theory is a bullish continuation pattern. I'm going to get to that in just a moment, but let's look at the action here quickly before we recap on what's going on here. Right now, we did take a test, a slight pause here. We broke up to the tentative breakout region at just above 8,400. We then had a doji, indecisive reversal. The market was saying, are we going to continue higher here, or is this it? Are we going to respect the resistance here once again? But then, ladies and gentlemen, the bulls got their horns out and put in an engulfing bullish candle here on the 4-hour time frame, and right now we find ourselves testing this upper resistance level at almost 8,900. I'm actually going to draw a little red box here, as this is the new resistance range in my opinion, ranging all the way from 8,800, let's drag this down to 88, roughly 8,800 all the way up to about 8,950. If Bitcoin is able to find the buy pressure to get us through this level, ladies and gentlemen, it's been off to the races, as I'm outlining here. This has been absolutely sustained parabola for the time being on the 4-hour time frame. But if we are to get through that $8,900 region, this is looking very, very promising here to me. As right now, what I'm seeing, if we use our price range tool, is that above this resistance area, it appears to me, per the classical price action here, that there's not much resistance until we get to that next red box area I have drawn here, which is, nearly another 6% move from the top of that box if it is to break through. And even from currently where we are at, more like a 7.5% move. This box for me here is my next target zone if Bitcoin is going to continue the parabola. This is beginning at around 9,400 all the way up to 9,900. If we break through here, ladies and gentlemen, this is just more parabolic action following something like we've seen from here, right? And I've done this before for you guys, and I'm going to do it again, because I don't believe that this has to be the end-all be-all if the parabola is going to continue. Now, let me explain, right? So, as I stated earlier, this was a pattern that I sniffed out, ladies and gentlemen, like a dog in a back alley. I sniffed it out, right? Everybody else, oh, it's a head and shoulders, Carbonaccio. It's going back down. And Don Carbonaccio said, you listen to me, James. You listen to me, Joe. I'm going to rule this price action out of the equation. Oh, Kirby, but you can't rule it out of the equation. I can rule it out of the equation because for me, James, this was nothing more than standard deviation from the mean. And the mean for me was this area of consolidation on an upward sloping support trajectory with a flat line of resistance sustaining along the top, which creates, in my opinion, a potentially bullish ascending triangle pattern formation, ruling standard deviation action out of the equation, deducing it back to a bullish pattern. And ladies and gentlemen, I played the breakout of the pattern upon confirmation, not like a degenerate gambler. Oh, Kirby, well, couldn't you just gone long from here, Kirby? Oh! Degenerates, ladies and gentlemen. Unlike them, I played the breakout for a high probability, high reward, low risk trade setup. And right now I'm sitting in juicy profits. Shout out to my VIPs. You guys know I've been long here since 8,400. This is my VIP alert right here. I was taking that long once we broke, and it did break. And now, as you guys can see, I've kept my VIPs updated here with my alerts. I'm raising my stop losses. I've been using a trailing stop loss strategy here. I have them blacked out on the screen here because this is exclusive VIP content. I can't let the degenerates see where my stop losses are right now, but I am still long from 8,400. I'm monitoring my position right now. I'm ready to get this crypto. Let's keep it going. Shout out to my VIPs and shout out to all of my new future VIPs joining right after this video. I will see you all in VIP there, and I will continue to keep you up to date with every single trade I take here, monitoring my stop losses as I move them higher and higher, taking my profits, etc., etc. I will see you in VIP right after this video. Let's get this crypto. Now, 12,000. This is what we all came here to talk about, right? 12,000. Oh, Kirby, you with the clickbait, Kirby. Oh, there's no clickbait, James. 12,000, my friends, is coming from another classic pattern formation that I'm seeing potentially being formed here, right? Just like Don was getting criticized for the ascending triangle, but then all the other social media traders, they all seemed to see this pattern once Don posted it, right? I see you, Moon Boys. I know you watch this. I know you watch it and then don't give me any credit and post it for yourself. I see you, my friend. So now let's talk about another pattern that maybe they're all gonna magically see after Don posts it here today. All right? But if you are just tuning in now, don't forget to moon up the likes. Moon them up. Smash those thumbs. Click the subscribe button. Tick the little bell. Let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. I'm fired up, ladies and gentlemen. Sheesh. Now, here on the 1 day time frame, we can see we clearly had what eventually became a bull flag down here, right? We had a crazy 25% candle in 1 day down here. This is what broke us out of our bearish structure, right? This was confirmation number one that we might be on to bigger and better things here, right? But this candle wasn't enough at the beginning. We still were in a very heavy bear market, trading under this key resistance level at about 6,200. This could have very well turned out to be a BART down, right? I mean, even myself at this time, I was expecting that this had a high probability to occur, and then I was going to look to use this level down here, the old resistance, to find new support to potentially, make this a healthier uptrend. But we didn't get that, and what wound up happening is we went into full-blown parabola out of this bear flag, right? So now the breakout of this flag was the upper sloping resistance line right here, right? So what I'm going to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, is take a flagpole from the top of this breakout to the first high here, right? Where the end of the flag was, okay? I'm going to clone this over here, and I'm going to paste this on top of our breakout of this current bull flag, or rather the ascending triangle, the hidden pattern that I've pointed out for you guys that I've personally taken a play on now, and let's see where this puts us. We'll go on the 1 day here, and if you guys can see, this yellow line comes up to roughly the $11,000 region, about 10,750 on my chart here. But the real interesting fact for me is that, again, just like where we kind of are testing up into now, in this region where I don't see much resistance in terms of historic price action until we get to this red box, I don't see much historic resistance levels in this range either until we get up to the teal box. And the teal box for me begins at almost 11,000 with a bunch of peaks and confluences around that $12,000 region. It's actually just below 12,000, about 11,800 is the top of my teal box here. But even if you wanted to bring it up a little bit higher, right? I mean, we could use this resistance confluence there, right? The old support, then becoming new resistance. It's all subjective, right? You could bring this box up to that level if you want, and that would be roughly almost, 12,800, 13,000. But for me, I'm going to keep it down here. And this is where I'm going to use the top of my box, which is, roughly 11,800 or, ballpark 12,000. So I am seeing that extrapolation there as well. Right now on the 1-day time frame, I'm seeing here that the RSI is still finding this positive bullish momentum, right? We did for quite some time have a large, heinous, bearish divergence. My friends, at this point in time, I'm seeing that this has been negated. We double bottomed here, and we have been finding levels of positive momentum carrying this to the upside. Same here on the 4-hour time frame. Very nice and healthy RSI conditions here on the 4-hour. Now we are starting to move into overbought territory here, but you guys know in these parabolic uptrends, these can remain overbought or, slightly under and then, back into this zone for quite some time. An example of this, would be something like we've seen all throughout here. It's happened very often that we've seen a lot of action up and around the overbought territory. So nothing really flashing too many warning signs from me right now. Like I said, we've broken that bearish divergence. We are still heading nicely to the upside here. The NVT, this is also something I love to look at because this is one of the largest potential bear market indicators here, or rather bear plunge indicators, right? And right now we got to that critical territory looking to go back into the gray zone under 150, and we bounced. And right now, if we are going to in fact stay bullish here, and by we I mean Bitcoin, I'm going to want to see this NVT stay in the overextended red conditions above 150, because if this does give way here, we could be due for that heinous correction, back down on the weekly scale. Let's go over to the weekly chart here. We could be due for something along the lines of a correction down to our Fibonacci retracements, which we can all clearly see here is, the 0.382 and the 0.5 fall within this very nice confluence area of historic price action, which for me would be normal. But now let's discuss the weekly here as well, because the weekly, ladies and gentlemen, wow, this is a sight to see here, my friends, an absolute sight to see. We had our doji indecisive potential reversal candle, followed by another candle here that you did not want to see, which was the bearish engulfing weekly candle. But my friends, right now, there's only, about a day and a half left in this current weekly candle that we're seeing right here. And this is now a bullish engulfing candle eating the week before it. Only in crypto, my friends, only in crypto are you seeing savagery like this, right? This is why this market breaks people. This is why I can't give any respect to the degenerates, ladies and gentlemen. In this market, you have to understand, if you're trading in here, you're going to lose, right? And you're also going to win, right? Degenerates that are losing on these types of plays here, longing and then get wrecked. You have to swallow your loss and learn from it, my friend. Don't come crying to Don Curbonaccio. Oh, but Curry, the head and shoulders. Oh, good. If you lose a trade, it's okay, my friend. Losing is part of trading. Let me repeat that. Losing is part of trading. You just, in the long run, need to win more, percentage-wise, from your wins, right? You cannot let your losses long-term exceed your wins, and that is a profitable long-term trader. For example, ladies and gentlemen, right? the wins for me and for many others throughout all of 2017, right? You could have lost all of 2018 and still been in a massive profit. But this isn't how this works, right? In 2017, the trend was your friend till the end, right? I longed this all the way up through the peak, right? Through the peak. I longed all the way from the bottom really to the top. Then what happened here? The trend, we didn't know that the trend didn't have to be our friend anymore throughout this region, right? So after this peaked, sure, I took some losses longing along the way here, right? Because I didn't fully believe that this trend had to be over. But then once I got the confirmation that it was over, and for me, that was this double top peak right here. At that point, after we capitulated and found a double top rejection, I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is now looking to me like it's a bear market. And from this point forward, which was in February 2018, I shorted all the way through January and really even March of 2019, essentially an entire year of shorting, my friends, because the trend was my friend, right? I was shorting the rallies, right? Not buying the dips, not dollar cost averaging, shorting the rallies. That also led me to take a short position right from here as well for immense, essentially 50% gains. I was shorting Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum. It was a fiesta, ladies and gentlemen. It was truly life-changing gains. My VIPs remember that. Shout out to my VIPs. I am going to keep you all updated with my trades moving forward here as well. I'll see you in VIP right after this video. I just wanted to recap on this because I see many people freaking out right now, okay? You have to understand, right? I did not short the top here at 20,000. Why? Because the trend was my friend until the end, right? I did not know it was the end here because all of the other dips we had in this market, I had bought the dip and it worked. Bought the dip and it worked. Then for the first time, I bought the dip and it didn't work. Bought the dip, it didn't work. Bought the dip, and then it went down. I sold out and started shorting, right? And then the trend was my friend in a short perspective until it wasn't, right? Then down here, why, when we were in a bearish structure, would you be thinking to long here, right? Why are you looking to essentially long in a bear market when the trend is still your friend? You feel what I'm saying? And the thing for me, that I just want everyone to know, because I'm starting to see a lot of this. Oh, Kirby, I missed the bottom. What do I do, Kirby? Oh, what? But Kirby, you missed the bottom. Nobody, no traders that do this for long-term profitability, ladies and gentlemen, you're not really concerned with the bottom, trying to catch the bottom, right? What I was concerned with here is that we were still probably in a bear market structure. Then what happened was now we broke the bear market structure, and where did I begin to long, right? I started to long in this region here, right? So as soon as we break this bear market structure, Don Curbinaccio sees that the trend was my friend until the end, which the end for me was this break right here. And then I started longing in this region, albeit it was very choppy. I did take some losses along the way, with positions that got stopped out on these. They look little now, but there were some crazy drops in here that I did get stopped out on, right? 10%, 11% drops, still trading underneath that 6,000 resistance, which could have still been a key player in this bear market to shoot us back down. And then we broke through that. And right now, the bull trend is my friend until the end, right? Until we get that point in time where I don't believe it is anymore. But right now, from what I'm showing you guys here, for me, I see that we are right now on a 4-hour parabolic trajectory. I see that my ascending triangle has played out here perfectly to a T, and the possibility that this could be a larger bull flag here with an extrapolated flagpole up to the, roughly around 11,000 region with a potential overshot target of 12,000. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is not investment advice. This is not trading advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. These are only my own opinions and speculative hypotheses here on the market. I'm just showing you that from a full-time trader that this market shouldn't be making you crazy, right? Like you see, I'm showing you my VIP alerts. I posted my trades here for my VIPs. If Bitcoin reaches 84.17, I'll be opening a speculative momentum long. Upon opening, I'm going to place my stop loss here. I have my target zone set up. And then essentially once it's open, ladies and gentlemen, I decided, hey, I'm going to play a trailing stop loss strategy. I'm going to start it here. And then once I see the trend moving up, I'm going to move my stop loss higher, which you saw I did there. And my latest alert was today. I've moved my stop loss here again, right? So now I'm sitting in beautiful profits, locking in those profits with risk management via a stop loss. And I'm looking to get up into the regions that I'm looking to take profit. If the trend changes, then I'm going to change with it. I'll take my profits and look for more positions, and I will be keeping you all updated in VIP with each of those positions. The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that I've just seen so many beginner traders that really have no idea what they're talking about lately. And the fact of the matter is here is that you have to understand, if you're so caught up with catching this bottom, or you missed it, I missed the bottom, Kirby. You may as well put a sticky note on your forehead that says, I have no idea how to trade, and use that as your profile avatar so that everybody knows that your comments are completely invalid. I mean, it's tough love, ladies and gentlemen, but when you say things like that, you literally expose to me that you have no idea what you're talking about. And the thing is that I'm trying to teach you guys here each and every day how I'm looking at these markets, how I'm planning to crush these markets and get this crypto, right? So right now, I was saying for you guys, sure, if I take a position here and it just fakes me out and drops, well, then I'm going to take a loss, right? That's how trading works. I can't see my bullish thesis here with the RSI looking good, the hidden pattern looking good, the NVT bouncing and holding off that support looking good, and then say, oh no, but I'm scared, Kirby, because some random guy posted a chart, Kirby, and it said there was a head and shoulders. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I know I make a lot of crazy voices and make fun here on the stream. That's what separates this stream from every other thing that you listen to, right? This, for me, is an outlet for me to show you my analysis in a fun and unique way. I know you guys love it with the snaps, the bangs, right? Today, I'm just keeping it 100% real with you. This is what I'm seeing in the market. I see that many right now are at that point of lunacy again. They try and drive me crazy. They do to an extent, but I'm trying my best to just enlighten those that have no idea what they're talking about, to see the markets from an easier perspective, and see it from a perspective like I do of how I plan to crush it and get this crypto, right? So I hope that you all appreciate that here. Let's get this crypto. All right, guys. So for me right now, as I close up here, I'm looking at 9,000, this resistance box here. If we get through 9,000, we could see that extrapolated move, in my opinion, potentially up into the $94,000 to $10,000 region, with then the potential flagpole extrapolation up to maybe 11 or 12K. Let's get this crypto. And one last thing, you know, for negating this trend, right? What would negate it? That we stick in a double top here, right? That this becomes harsh resistance and we break back down below this, $8,200 region, right? Because I even think that right now, if we get rejected at 9,000, and test back off this $8,400 level and back up, it could be another bullish sign here once again. Once again, may Don be ready to long again if we do in fact see a pullback and then potentially some more upwards action. But I don't want to see a harsh rejection here. I'd rather this just boom through and continue the parabola. If we pull back, it's going to get a little more difficult, but I will be keeping you all updated in VIP with my trades, my strategies, my entries, my exits, where I take my profits, etc. Just like I showed you here, these were my VIP alerts over the past several days. I'm sitting in very nice profits on my positions now. I'm ready to get this crypto. I'm ready to crush this market. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. And today is the day. If you are getting wrecked, if you feel like you're playing this market like a chicken with its head cut off, it's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. So guys, If you're not already, I don't know why, but I will see you all in VIP right after this video. Shout out to all my new future VIPs joining VIP right now. This market is juicy. I'm planning to crush it. Are you? Being said, I will see you in VIP right now. Shout out to all my new VIPs joining right now after this video. I will see you in VIP right now. And if you could one last time, guys, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. It's been my absolute pleasure, guys. I'll see you in VIP, all right? So until next time, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curb.